What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back as we continue along from Lostwing.
Oi, how about some light over here? It's black as Odin's bumhole.
Didn't expect that. Blacker than Odin's bumhole. It's certainly a more colorful Final Fantasy than we're used to.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
All stuff that I got. Oh, wow. Except for that, which you want a whopping 40,000 gold
Always
for.
welcome here in Lostwing.
Adolphus, where's this dude? No, wait, hang on. Now I'm going too far. Oh, walked right past him.
Quentin, my good man. It seems we'll be spending the night.
I thought as much. Where do you find that one?
What, him? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Quentin here is an old friend, one who is sympathetic to our cause.
Sympathetic? And he knows about your little sanctuary. I would never have guessed so many people were bent on setting us free. When last I checked, the mere thought would earn you a trip to the gallows.
I am well aware of the risks, as I am of the rewards.
And what could be more rewarding than your very own dominant of fire?
A dominant? Here? Now that I would like to see.
Meaning you haven't.
No, but nothing passes unnoticed in Lostwing. Take your brand, for example. People will see that at once. And I need hardly tell you how they will greet the inquiries of a bearer. You are afraid your words will fall on deaf ears, as they have ever since the moment you were marked. Happily, I can provide a solution to your dilemma, as a favor to Sid, that is. Take this. You will find it has the uncanny power to loosen tongues.
Special
May the
seal.
mothers guide you.
This might be Imperial land, but here in Lostwing, it's his word that's law.
But how?
You don't need to worry about that just yet. Trust me. Everyone in Lostwing knows what that seal means, and what it means if they don't take note. Now we can sit here counting our blessings, or put them to good use and find that dominance. Your choice.
Let's see if this thing really works.
I think I might have gotten myself stuck up here. Is there... Okay, never mind. There we go. There we go. We're good.
That a hanged man I see? Master Quentin must think you're important. It was a good thing you done today, getting rid of those bastards. If you hadn't come when you did, I'd be on my way to Ash by now, along with the others. Poor buggers.
These others, was there a dominant among them? A dominant of fire?
Might have been, yeah. Royalists seem to think there was, anyhow. A thin bloke all swallowed up in his robes like one of Great Gregor's churchmen.
Do you recall anything else about him?
Only that he weren't alone. Was a young maid who went wherever he did, including the church. And wherever the Royalists dragged them both off to before you got here.
I see. Thank you.
I thought I was getting like a magic seal. It's very much just like a I am important seal.
And that's all you can remember.
I already told you. He was gone before any of us could get a good look under that hood of his.
Ah, Master Quinton took a liking to you, I see. And there I was, thinking you were in bed with Sid. Wonder what Gav will have to say about this. Speaking of whom, if you see him, tell him thanks for looking after us. Now, what can I help you with?
I'm searching for a dominant of fire. Gav seems to think he might have taken refuge here.
We see a lot bearers around these parts. But I do seem to recall one who commanded the flame. Now, whether or not that makes him a dominant, I can't say. But the Waluders certainly took a keen interest in the poor sod.
Did you get a look at him?
Didn't have a chance. One of the other bearers might have done.
Thank you. I wonder if Sid's found anything.
I wonder if maybe the hooded dude is actually Joshua, and it's Joshua from the future. But in the future, Phoenix is dead, and so he commands Ifrit, and so he had to kill himself to... I don't know. I'm going way off rails. It's too early for me to guess story yet.
Tell me that scowl means you've got good news. So, a shady lad with a hood, and his equally shady lass. Not much to go on,
But...
I've been thinking, if our friend is a dominant, why not just burn the Royalists to a crisp? There's a reason he's holding back, and I reckon it has something to do with his partner.
what makes you say that?
One of the villagers I talked to said the two were separated. If the Waluders have her, our dominants like to think twice before starting any fires. Whoever he is, he's shown himself to have a level head. He's careful, cunning, and he doesn't want to be found. This could spell trouble. For us and the Royalists both. Still, it'll be a whole lot worse if we set off after them with bleary eyes and empty bellies. There should be a pair of pallets waiting for us back at the inn. Shall we?
I mean, I think we're going up to the iconic challenge mission already. I would assume so.
Now, about those beds.
Beds? I seem to recall your request being to spend the night. And for that, the floor will more than suffice.
Better than a wet rock, I suppose. My thanks, Quinton. Next time you're at the hideaway, our floor's all yours.
No need for thanks, Sid. This isn't an act of charity.
You don't say.
In exchange for my floor, I shall be requiring your services. The Royalists saw fit to erect a barricade across the road south when they occupied the village, and failed to remove it when they left. I expect it to be gone before you leave.
As you wish. Well, that took longer than expected. First time dismantling the barricade? It gets easier, don't worry.
I won't.
If we leave now, we'll arrive at the care when the shadows are at their deepest. Unless you'd rather wait.
No more waiting.
I mean, it would make sense.
Unless...
I know of another shortcut. You should be so lucky.
Yeah, I think we are. Because, like, I had a feeling when I was watching it that, what we got to see had to happen soon. Because, like, we obviously had extra powers. But it looks like he takes Garuda's powers from her after beating her. which meant it had to be sooner rather than later in the story. It's down
Nothing
here.
down here but dust and cobwebs.
Oh my God.
Unless you're here to help me get rid of them.
Like, I'm just like, what's down here? Immediately, nothing down here except dust and cobwebs. It's like they knew. All right, let me see. Where am I going exactly? Cutters. All right, we gotta back out of here. It's pretty cool though. That means basically everything that they gave us a chance to see, even in the previews, is all fairly early material. Oh shit, I'm not. How the hell is it? It's there, that bridge. Oh my God, I'm so lost. How do I get out of here? It'll be interesting fighting Garuda with only, not having all my powers, but I'm sure she's, you know,
Back to me, my darling.
easier difficulty and all that.
If the Royalists were looking to take the care, they'd have posted sentries to prevent any unwelcome surprises. At least I would have.
Well, you should know.
Wrong way, friend.
Told you.
Where am I at on, It's weird that I can't... Oh, there we go. Just lagging a little bit. 210. Lunge. I do like lunge. Lunge is always good. Lunge is always good. Burning Blade's pretty fun, too. Oh, Magic Burst. The ultimate is a whopping 1700. I really like Heat Wave. Versus amplified upon dispelling magic. Man, I like that that's just straight damage, but I also like that that's stagger. You're an in-between, but you're amplified. The right circumstance. Both melee attacks and magic shots can be dealt while shifting. Maybe I amplify Blessing of the Phoenix? I don't know. I'm so torn on what I want to level up. Let's do Lunge. It's something that'll be useful all the way till the end of the game. I mean, it's literally Stinger.
What are the Royalists thinking? Why take a stronghold they've no chance of holding?
When they've no intention of holding it. The king is up to something.
The king?
Well, you don't think they're acting on a whim, do you? This is one of His Majesty's cunning stunts, and he sent his best to execute it.
What's over here in this little nook?
Just as our lady said. That's enough. Stay down. That's enough.
Lunge bust. Lunge bust. Lunge bust. Lunge bust.
I'll tell your lady. You try.
It's interesting because you want to do that like immediately, like right as soon, like a split second your sword connects.
I don't care who else is in there.
Some of these attacks, like it's very, very tight timings for sure. The parry, I'm still just like, I don't think I'm gonna bother with it that much. I can't hit the timing. I wonder if leveling that up turns it into Faraga instead of Fyra.
Much as I enjoy battering down the front door, I hazard this endeavour will require a bit more tact.
There's an old sluice that empties under the bridge. It should see us through to the lower levels of the care. Sid. We both know why I'm here. But what is it that you want? Why would you risk your life for a handful of outcasts? If anyone ever learned what you've been doing with their property...
They'd have my head in a box. But this isn't just about dominance and bearers, it's about all of us. What I want is to build a place where it doesn't matter what you are, but who you are. But our world isn't ready for a place like that. So, until it is, I use the power I've been given to show people there is hope.
So, tell me about this, Benedicta.
The best and worst decision I ever made. Don't underestimate her, Clive. A fight with her Eikon is not one you're likely to walk away from.
Garuda. Warden of the Wind.
Hey?
Hmm?
Yeah, this is definitely it. Fight our way up to the top, take her power, learn more about the Hooded Man. Karen Norvent. Let's just check to see if there's upgrades. I don't think there is, but we'll take a look. I'm probably going to get started on Karen Norvent because it's it's way too early to wrap up an episode right now. Only at 18 minutes. I ain't doing that to y'all.
Yes? What? Go on,
People
then.
would be like, I'm done. Riot. I'm leaving. Let's get started. Because if it's anything like before, we, we have, there's two separate battles here. Or at the very least, I can make my way into the sewers and up a little bit past some of the enemies before things really get going.
The land has fallen.
eastern territories all but belong to the orcs.
I'll have my men ready to depart by noon.
Don't bother.
But what of the mines? Without adamantite...
The Blight would have engulfed the mines ere long. Besides, you already have your orders.
Yes, my liege.
The dark swallows more of the realm with each passing day. The land starved of the aether that gives it life. And as the fringes fade, the people flock to the Mothercrystals, desperate for their blessing. The war we wage for possession of that blessing, it breaks us from within, hastening us to our own destruction.
And so you do what must be done.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow. The world must be restored, and I will see it so.
You might have already had Sidolphus not betrayed us.
Him again. Lust you still for his embrace?
But... of course not. My liege. I serve you, and you alone.
I remember well the day you first entered these halls. Your pale hand pressed into his, as if it would never let go.
That was a long time ago. Yours is the only hand I need. Now and always.
I mean, she was just going for Titan's hands not all that long ago.
Soon, my dear. Soon all will know whose hand it is that keeps them from falling into the darkness.
Hold me, my liege. Never let me go.
One of our sentries has failed to report, my lady. Your orders?
Pull the men back inside the care, Geralf.
He is here, then.
Have them lead Sid and his little pet to the chapel. I shall entertain them there. So you've come for me after all.
All clear.
Headwind.
That's a nice trick. You'll have to teach me sometime.
I don't remember how far the chapel is in
We
this.
should start with the dungeons. They may be holding the bearers there.
Sound plan. As long as we keep ourselves on this side of the bars.
In here. They're all empty.
And? You're gonna give up?
Sid. This gate.
Need some help?
What do you think?
That I'm doing most of the lifting. At your leisure, Clive.
Did you hear that?
Unfortunately, yes. Good news, lad.
Your search is over.
That's enough.
finished. Stay down. That's enough.
So, where to next?
I'm shredding these guys.
This door only leads to more royalists. We'd better find another one.
Take your pick.
How about a window?
Bloody show off. Well, we found the Imperial garrison. Right where the Royalists left.
So I know if I go over here, there's some dudes. I want to explore every inch of this place. I don't know if it matters, so I can go that way. I think I went both of these ways when I was playing this through in the demo. Hang on, I see something over there. Loot. Yeah, over the way over there in the courtyard. It's really hard to get through that full combo. Like, I'm trying, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm barely falling short constantly on it. I think this is the courtyard I would have jumped into, maybe?
Welcome back, Lord.
Oh, it's you. Never mind. Okay.
My wounds, boy.
You're like the other dude, but without the, It's like the other dude, but if we were to just get rid of the, get rid of the other move he was doing, the other ninja move. I came through that door. Let's see what's down in here.
It's over. Stay down.
Oh, you bitch. I'm always missing stuff. Like when I get it and I actually counter with it, it's super satisfying.
Give them all you've got for
I think that is... Yes, okay, so I would have jumped down into here, fought these guys. Everything would have eventually led to the path where I just fought Ninja Man. And then from Ninja Man, I think moving forward, that takes me up to where she is at, which is in the chapel. And that's right past this, I would assume.
Never were one for half measures, were you, Benedict? These poor sods didn't know what hit them.
Saber of Fire, Scarlet Cyclone. Okay, that's cool. Oh, there's this. Increase healing potency by 20%. Not that worried about that. I wouldn't mind that. I should probably put back on the timely assistance thing and have Torgal actually attack semi-frequently instead of, you know, when I'm not pressing the buttons half the time.
All this bloody running. After them.
Alright, well this seems like a pretty good spot to wrap. Knowing that this is the same scene from the Iconic Challenge, obviously I'm going to play through this. I have the fight against the Garuda sisters, then shortly after that, I have the big fight with Benedicta herself. So we'll wrap things up here. Obviously, we will have more coming your way, but stay tuned, and I will catch you all then as we continue with this journey.